Hi everypony! I've decided to begin using a new title for my videos, thinking way too hard about blank. I'm not entirely sure how much I'll be overanalyzing here, so I apologize if it doesn't end up applying. Anyway, Rainbow Falls, let's begin! This was the first episode, I think, since the Season 4 premiere that I hadn't had the slightest clue what it was about before watching. Before this, for most of the new episodes, I'd come across leaked synopses and things like that, which I'm fine with, but it was nice to go in not knowing what to expect, too. So with this episode, we're continuing on with the Equestria Games subplot, which is nice. At first, I thought this episode was going to be about the games themselves, but I like that they're spending a lot of time preparing for it. It looks like we'll have 2 season-long stories going on. When the Wonderbolts invited Rainbow Dash to practice with them, I started to wonder if Rainbow Falls would be to Dash what Rarity Takes Manhattan, which I'll get to reviewing eventually, was to Rarity. It looked like Rainbow Dash's loyalty was to be tested, just like Rarity's generosity was. I started to wonder if Rarity's thread perhaps had been a key, and if Rainbow would receive one in this episode as well. And it looks like my hopes came true. Even if the badge and the thread aren't keys, I can tell by now they're going to play an important role. And considering the Rainbow Shine featured prominently in both episodes, it seems like the recent Rainbow Power toys could be related to our story, rather than just an aesthetic choice for some products. Hooray for continuity! Am I the only one who is a little confused about the badge giving, though? Wasn't that Spitfire's Wonderbolt badge? Does that mean Rainbow Dash is a Wonderbolt? I'm probably overthinking this, but it seemed a little odd. Speaking of Spitfire, she seemed a little out of character in this episode to me, or at least off. She was a little too underhanded, pressuring Rainbow too much. I don't know. She seemed a little too much like an antagonist almost, and at a few points it was like she hadn't really learned from Rainbow in Wonderbolt's Academy. Though I guess that was a completely different lesson. It wasn't bad enough to ruin the episode for me or anything anyway. Now for everyone's favorite part of my reviews, or whatever, the random notable things section that needs a better name. I get the feeling a lot of people are going to be disappointed that the muscle pony's name is Bulk Biceps rather than Snowflake. It was pretty funny seeing him be more prominent, although it's odd that he had trouble flying here when he seemed to do just fine despite his tiny wings in Wonderbolt's Academy. Cheerleader Pinkie Pie. So adorable. More griffins, that was cool. We got to see Soren's Cutie Mark, and another Wonderbolt got to speak. I assume that was Fleetfoot. I love Pinkie's giant pile of pom-poms, and Applejack's reaction to Pinkie Pie's giant pile of pom-poms. Peace for Rainbow Dash! And, of course, Derpy, 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 Derpy! So yeah, I really liked this episode, and that's about all I have to say, so this is Soggy Meepster signing off.